Because I want a woman who is independent. That's a huge red flag for me. So you want to be in a relationship with me, but you want me to never need you for anything. I remember several years ago, I was super broke and I was in a relationship with someone, and I reached out to my dad to help me pay a couple bills that I had. And he said, wait a minute. Don't you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, yes, Dad. What does that have to do with anything? And he goes, I'm going to need you to hang up the phone and ask him. And now I'm confused because my dad spoils me. He gives me whatever I want. So I'm like, wait a minute, Dad. I can't ask him. I'm asking you. What are you talking about? Ask him. He says, okay, if you can't ask him, when you get off the phone with me, I need you to break up with him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, you have no business being with a man who you can't ask for nothing. My eyes were immediately opened, and that woke me up, and it stuck with me from that day on. And it might not be money. I might need you because I'm mentally going through a hard time or emotionally going through a hard time and I need someone to lean on. I might need you to change a tire. I pay somebody to do that now. But if I can't call you to do something for me and I'm always asking everybody else except for you, then I don't need to be in a relationship with someone who wants me to act like I am single. When a man says,
Okay, first of all, I that was my first time watching it. I just read the caption. I'll pull it up so you can read it. But I didn't realize that you are so much of a burden. Your dad said, "God damn it, call help." Like that's how much you need stuff. Like that's what I meant before when I said there's a difference between being needy and being a dependent. Like that's a big difference. Like some guy said in the comment section that I briefly read through that he was your boyfriend. Y'all weren't living together. Y'all weren't spouses or anything like that. He was just your boyfriend. And putting myself in these shoes in the story, here's my thing. If you want me to just be on call when you need something like bills paid, we need to be like actively living together, committed, literally sharing a bank account. Because if look at what the example she used, she said bills. She was super broke. You don't get to be super broke. I have no ability to control your spending habits, and I just gotta pick up the slack when you overspend. That's the bullshit that a lot of us men are talking about. Now, again, please don't go with the podcast talk of, boyfriend duties and husband. Like, let's not go through the podcast talk. Let's try to be as rational as we possibly can. As I said, if I am going to be supposed to be responsible for any downfall you may have, I need to have some say so in it. That is the only rational thing to me. Because if you get to, let's just think about this. You get to treat my paycheck like an extension of yours. So why the hell would it not be just a shared bank account? Also, let me move this up for y'all so I can read it some more. Also, if she said, now I'm pretty sure she's just generally speaking, but I'm going to take it as face value. I need to call, anything I need to call you for whatever I need or some shit like that, she said. And it's like, that's another thing. It's like, wait a minute. So let's just assume I'm not struggling at the same time by default, because it's very weird if for some of y'all feel like a man should never be struggling, like ever. Like when you mean he should already be balling, but you get to just be broke sometimes, and it sounds like often when we're right in the middle of, or we're at the tail end of that Ebony chick who said she won't date a bus driver, but yet y'all making shit like this. This is this is a big issue that we run into. Cause I'm not going to say it's contradictory, but it does inflict with a lot of the shit y'all already say. You out earn us You out knowledge us with the degrees and shit, but yet you need us to always be on hand for money. Like, so who are these? Who are they that are just out earning us and shit all the time? It's very aggravating that no matter how every day that ticks forward, every new day, when it's the same old rhetoric. Y'all get to say it's not 1950s, but we can never say that. So if I'm just supposed to be on time, if I don't feel like cooking, I get to call you, right? And you no questions asked, you come through, right? And just cook. Not no, I'm not your wife. Not no, I'm not. You haven't put a no. You come cook, right? Because I need you for that, and I called you. Or should I just not be with you? This is the bullshit because we know for a fact y'all get to play that, well, if you make me feel this way card, if I really loved you, y'all get to really say some shit that would mean you shouldn't even be in a relationship to begin with, but you get to play the card and say this is why I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it. That we ourselves cannot play that card. This is some bullshit. This is some grade A bullshit. Let's listen to it some more, see if I missed something.
Up with him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, you have no business being with a man who you can't.
Okay, first of all, I think the story is fake as hell. Now that it just seems so. Maybe she wrote it down for memory, but it just seems so scripted at this point.
Honey, I might need you because I'm mentally going through a hard time or emotionally going through a hard time.
Okay, no shit. No shit. Yes, we get people in relation. Hell, your friend is some shit. If you know you're going through a hard time, obviously. But the problem is, y'all want to treat like an on-demand, whatever the fuck, when we can't do the same. Like, listen, I'll say 70% of this problem is reciprocity. I'll say that much.
Anything. I remember several years ago, I was super broke and I was in a relationship with someone and I reached out to my dad to help me pay a couple bills that I had. And he said, wait a minute.
And another thing, your dad cut into you about the men you were dating that couldn't help you, but didn't talk to you about your money management. That wasn't a discussion at all. That wasn't a concern. Spending wasn't a concern. No, it was just because your man didn't jump to pay your bills. All right, now before I go to the comment section, remember, they're talking about if a man wants if a man wants a independent woman, right, run for the hills, because that means he wants her to do everything by herself. Ladies, if you keep bragging about doing everything by yourself, what's wrong with me embracing that? It's fucking stupid to constantly go, I can do it all by myself. I can do it all. I do it all. I got the money. I protect myself. I bought my cars. But then for us to go, yeah, I like that shit. Hooray. Keep doing that shit. Do you want to come into my life and not give me the thing that I don't need? Like, you said you don't need it like every day. What the fuck? Like, this is stupid. You just imagine. I don't need a woman. I have a sex doll. I have porn. I can jack off. I don't need a woman. And then I say, hey, why don't we have sex? Won't you look at me like, nigga, didn't you say you jack off all the time? The fuck you need me for? My jaws is tired. Talking all day at work. Like, won't you, excuse me. Won't you, like, is that not weird? All right, let's get to the comment section. And that's called the Fem Guide. God, we want to check some more of that out. He says, a boyfriend, not a husband. I'm not reading 100 replies. No on explanation needed. This woman is 1,000% correct. Let's look at the non-responses. She's 1,000% wrong, and her dad too. Those are husband duties. Okay, so I see are going to go into the husband prices and all that stuff. Like I said, yes. If you want that as an on demand thing and it sounds like regularly, you need to be in the same house with the same bank account. Somebody responds exactly, but unfortunately, some people will never understand what she's saying. Okay, let's move past that one. He says, he was your boyfriend, not your husband. When you become his wife, he will take care of. How do you know that, dude? How do you know that? That's just when you make comments like that, you gotta understand that you're literally just blurting shit out because she's telling you a story that's probably fake. You don't even fucking know. How do you know this? Personally, I think as a woman, you should never have to ask. Ladies, please explain to me why you don't feel you need to ask for any fucking thing. Like you're so special, while admittedly always dating like several dudes at once, that all of them should always be ready to help you at any point. Like you're basically saying that there's a level of obligation that they have to you, which again we know does not go the other way. No, God damn it. And here's the thing, with all the dudes that be on these apps saying agreeing with you, it's amazing that any of you are single, which should tell you that these niggas be lying. It should tell you that. But let's just assume that they are not lying. What? Why is there any ounce of obligation in one direction but not the other? Because let's be real, y'all can be talking to a dude for a week. If y'all need some money, you like broke, blocked. So why is it that this same guy can't request anything for you to come to his house and do, whether it's in the kitchen or in the bed? Why can't he request that? Oh, because he's just supposed to wait till you just magically want to, or surprise him. But why don't you go without that light bill paid, light candles, and at some point he'll send a check. I'm not reading that. But he wants to ask you for things like cook, clean, and pay half. Pay half for what? She never mentioned any of that shit. So you brought your personal problems here to the discussion? She never even alluded to this. Okay. I agree with her father. If you can't go to your partner for anything, what's the point of being with them? They stepped into the position of providers when they got with you. A woman should never have to turn to her father for anything when their man stepped up. Who said I agreed to the position of provider? Don't, again, in modern day, because I reviewed a video yesterday actually that said there are no gender roles in like marriage or some shit, whatever he did. So what do you mean I stepped into the provider position? Maybe you stepped into it. Ain't no gender roles. Ain't none of that. What? You just do shit. You get together and you just do shit. But all of a sudden that shit don't work when y'all want bills paid, right? All of a sudden, oh, there's absolutely roles, and here's yours. It's a bill payer, nigga. Really? That bullshit. Talk truth. These men nowadays, what they have is theirs, and what the woman has for him. Lady, stop. Lady, fucking stop. Because that's literally what she's preaching right now. Maybe not directly, but it's what she's preaching right now. She spent all her money. Remember, she was broke. She spent all her money. Now her man's supposed to come through. Think about that. That's what y'all are supporting right now on y'all's end. Smart ass. Me too. Oh shit. Me too. My dad taught me that. He told me any man who asks that stupid shit, and he said just like that, he said run him. If a man don't have the 4 P's, pursue, profess, provide, protect, run. And I've been lucky enough to find that. Yes, I can take care of myself, but it shouldn't be a requirement from a real man. Red flag. You will see these type of men who disagree in this post just in these comments alone. Because we don't agree with you, we're not real men. By default. Because we don't do the shit from day one, we're not real men. But again, y'all behavior, y'all character, y'all roles, y'all everything about you can constantly flow and change into whatever the fuck. And we're just supposed to just like, all right. But oh, not actually, because if we're real enough, you'll just mold yourself into whatever we want, right? God damn it. Damn. No fucking way. That's not her. That's not her. No fucking way. No, 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 no. This is not her. No, I refuse to believe this consistent person. What did I say?
Yo, and we don't like man, we love beg either. Oh, you want beg me my friend and me can beg me some money. Oh, you want beg me my friend and me can beg you do my ear. Oh, you want beg me my friend and me can beg you do my nails. Eh? But if your friend beg you quick to get them, I'm tired of telling to them.
I don't know what it sounded like. She said a bunch of shit like, if you want to be my friend, then you should just be divvying up. That's what it sounded like she said, but I'm move the fuck on. Matter of fact, let's read the caption. Ladies, you never have to ask a real man for nothing. He will know the assignment. Learn that. They will ask if you stay good or me saying bring you a thing, big man thing, team. But, oh my God. All right, but I'm gonna just say this, fellas. Word of advice. If you ever have to ask for a hot meal, she ain't the one. If you have to ask for sex, she ain't the one. If you have to ask for her to shut the fuck up when you get off work, she ain't the one. If you gotta ask for this shit, it should be automatic. God damn. But ain't no fucking way this is her talking all this shit. Who the Now, fellas, imagine if one of the dudes talking shit in this post fit the description. And then she writes, I'm an independent woman, I can take care of myself.
Me and my grandbaby, number 9.
You go, grandma?
This is
The fuck? No. Listen, only one of my grams is alive. And I would publicly disown her if she took pictures like this. If my grandma got caught with pictures like this, I would go on TikTok and try my damnedest to make the most viral video ever. Ever. And to disown her. No fucking way. No, was this her? I guess it's her late husband. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Whoa. Absolutely, and I dumped his ass. I'm independent, but yeah, be there for me, boo. I should be able to lean on you if needed. Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I met a woman who was on hard times with no job in the process of losing everything. During the courting process, she let me know that her father wouldn't help her if she has a boyfriend. She also tells me that I'm not performing any wifely duties until I'm a wife. I watched deflect all over. I wisely deflect all of her sexual advances, even though she was one of the most beautiful women I ever saw. Periodically, she's contacting me, informing me that I'm not showing interest like she would like for me to. Later on, through some mutual friends, I found that her car got repoed. LOL. Please understand the importance of you bring the table because you are going to have to earn the place. That was at. Why did you type all of that to simply say, here's how that could have been written like way shorter. I didn't fall for this with this one chick who was using it with her being attractive and her car got repoed because I don't do that shit. Like something like that. And that's like long form because that's me thinking of off the top of my head. You you typed all of this to say that? Man, damn. Absolutely not. Oh, that's the end of it. I'll read one more. Or maybe these, you know what, these three. I'll read these three and I'll be done. Never ever. And I saw this to all the broke married women. Say this to all the broke married women. Like, sis, why are you married when I still need to borrow you money and I'm a single mom? I'm not a gold digger, but I can't be with someone who let me starve. Okay, it sounds like, because she typoed the hell out of that. It sounds like she said, if you are a woman, why are you getting married to someone who requires you to borrow money from me or anyone else? Now, two things. One, I totally agree. Because I said this years ago. At some point I started to require women to tell their boyfriends to ask me for the money himself. Because I had a friend who, while asking me for like, I think $50 at one point or $100. Yeah, it was $100 she asked me for. And no, she asked for $100 and then like not even a week later asked me for 50. And then a day later, and I didn't give it to her either time, a day later, she posts pictures of both of her baby daddies. And I was like, what? So I would have been $150 shorter when you got these niggas at your crib talking about barbecue. Fuck no. Like, yo, y'all listen. Y'all like to do all this bullshit with wasting y'all time, but then like, and this is what we're talking about. When y'all listen to people like Judge Lynn Toller who tell you, oh, 20s is to make all your mistakes. That's what it's for. And then y'all take that shit to heart and really purposely make mistakes in your 20s. And then now you gotta ask people, can I have 100? No! You literally could have set yourself up to not have to go through this shit. But no, you decided this life was for you. So yeah, no, fuck you. I'm not giving you that. No. Go ask somebody else. Nah, not bad. My mom always said, if you have a man, you shouldn't have to ask anyone for anything. As a man, he shouldn't want or allow you to ask anyone. It's his job to provide for you. Anything else is less than a man. My dad said a woman should never put herself in a position to be totally dependent upon a man. Both are right. No, they're not. No, they are not. No, they are not. You cannot in one breath tell me I am 100% responsible for you, especially, but not limited to financially, but then also you gotta have your own financial independence. Then why the fuck did you require me to be 100% responsible for you in the first place? What type of shit is that? No. Pick one. You don't get to leverage them both. Damn. This is a classic example of you have the financial responsibility. It's yours. But the second I go, okay, This money is not being used for that. It's instead being used for this, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. That's my emergency stash for when I want to leave you. What? Oh, and just in case we don't work, that's my financial independence over there. Fuck no. How about this? I will literally only pay the bills. Don't dare look at any of the money that I have coming from my check. Don't. We don't have joint bank accounts. I'm literally just paying down to the last cent. But I'm still going to put requirements in that I have to get in return for that. Because now it's going to be a business. Because if you're about to have leverage on me, fine. We're business partners now. This marriage is now going to be operated like that. It's not going to be a genuine thing anymore. This is bullshit. Why is it just totally, you don't want him to leverage it, but you want you to be able to leverage it? Why would either be able to leverage it like that? Fuck off. Anything less than a man. But y'all ass cannot know how to cook. Y'all can abandon every last duty ever. How many times does this gotta be said? I know y'all like to say that I'd rather just be alone, but y'all understand that works both ways, right? And if we're now at the point where neither one of us gives a fuck, where does this go? Where does this go? Pretty sure you don't give a fuck because you have all the safety nets in the world in America, right? Boyfriend is not responsible for you. He's not your husband. And if you were independent, then you would need to call your daddy. Okay, that's the same shit over and over again. But again, ladies, to sum it up, don't half-ass it. Don't, and that's why I don't date anymore. Don't try to get me into this 6 to 24 month long just lounging around each other, but because we gave ourselves a title, technically I now am responsible for you financially whenever you want to call me. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You in or you out. You in or you out. Anything less than 100% in, like you're requiring, I consider out. You want bills paid? Fine. But they're going to be in the house that I live in. You can come, you cannot come. It's up to you. That's how I pay bills. I live at the house. I also control those bills. We can talk about stuff, but I control those bills. Like we're not getting I don't know what it is with women, but when they get cable, they don't look at packages and go, okay, what's a reasonable package for them? No. They go, oh, what package is that? The maximum, the maximum ridiculous package. Sign me up, and it'd be like chicks be having $300 bills from Comcast. It's just like, for what? They got the internet, the home phone, the channels, and HBO. It's like, why do you have all this shit? You spend all your time at the club anyway. But they do that shit, and it's weird. It's fucking weird. Why? Please explain that to me. But no, it's with me. It's not doing that. We're not. We're going to get a reasonable package that includes sports, of course, and then not much else. But this is why fathers like how they make that joke about having every light on. This is why when y'all put that responsibility on dudes, they're like, nope, fuck that. We're not doing that light. We're not doing. When you leave one room, turn it off. And I don't care if you need to get like a back scratcher to extend it to reach out to flick it on, but you're not having two lights on at one time. I tell chicks now, and listen. If you walk, I don't give a fuck. I'm not 20 no more. If you decide to pack the vagina up and go, that's fine. But we're doing 64 over here. 64 on the space heater. All right, that's what we doing. If that's not good, I got a heavy blanket. That's not good either. I'm out. No, I ain't got shit else. Because we're not going to 64 and a half. That's it. And I got bad. It's an old house. I got bad windows, no insulation. But we can make a fort. That's not good. Again, I'm out. I'm out. So, yeah, be right. Not halfway in it, demanding shit. And I'm out.